feeling from them that they're good people, and I like them. I enjoy them. They're a lot of fun. Anyways, let's watch the IHIP, ladies. Laugh out loud. Trump melts down online in his most unhinged post yet. So far. Why is YouTube...
States of America. In the United States of America, 77 million Americans thought it would be a great idea to elect to president a convicted felon and give him just unlimited access to a smartphone. Let me show you how this plays out. Put up this clip of Fox News. Shocking discovery made near Swift's home. 10 minutes later, put up the tweet. At Real Donald Trump tweets, has anyone noticed that since I said, I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot? Next Fox News story, Springsteen, Trump.
Hold on. Wait, what? Like, give that to me one more, Donald. Give me one more time on that one, Donald.
Noticed that since I said, I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?
What?
Yeah, you effin' with some wet-ass P-word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass P-word. P-word. P-word is female genitalia.
That's who I think is reading his tweets and being like, yeah, Donald Trump made Taylor Swift not hot no more. What? What does that even fucking mean, man? What does that even mean?
I love the poorly educated.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? Dude, I want Travis Kelce to fight Donald Trump. I think that would be great, right? Like, Travis Kelce already, who is he saying he's going to beat up? Kanye. I think he said he was going to have a man-to-man conversation with Kanye. Good luck with that, Travis. But after you're done with Kanye, Travis, if you could make your way... Ooh, God damn it. I hate to say this. Fuck, I hate to say this. God, this is... But $1 million idea. Guys. All right, for those of you guys out there that are NFL fans, okay? For those of you guys that are NFL fans, I'm going to ask you for a big give. Here, guys. Let the Chiefs win. Let the Chiefs win. Let Travis Kelce go to the White House. This might be Travis Kelce's last year. Let Donald Trump keep talking shit about Taylor Swift. Let the Kansas City Chiefs win one more Super Bowl. Let Travis Kelce go and be face-to-face with Donald Trump at the White House. I'm just saying, Secret Service, gonna get to him in time, but the chance that Travis Kelce gets like a double leg on him before they get to him, gonna be worth it. Gonna be worth it, guys. Just hear me out. I'm just, I'm willing to sacrifice one season of the Super Bowl, the Eagles' Super Bowl chances for that.
Next Fox News story, Springsteen, Trump admin rolling back civil rights.
Guys,
10 minutes later, he puts out this banger.
Get on the same page.
Real Donald Trump tweets, I see that highly overrated Bruce Springsteen goes to a foreign country to speak badly about the president of the United States.
Wait, what? You can't talk about the boss, dude. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why MAGA is like legit insane, and you can prove it with evidence. Here's a set of questions that only an insane person would answer the way MAGA does. Do you think Bruce Springsteen, do you think he's a good musician? No! He's shitty. He's a terrible musician. Overrated. Do you think Kevin Sorbo was a good actor? Yeah, I liked him in Hercules. He's actually a really good guy. Also, I agree with his political beliefs. That's how you know MAGA is certifiably fucking insane. Do you think that maybe Taylor Swift might not like her music, but pretty successful, right? No, she sucks. She's terrible. She's shitty. Nobody likes Taylor Swift. Are you sure no one likes Taylor Swift? How about Beyonce? Do you guys like Beyonce? No, she sucks. She's shitty. Nobody likes her. No one listens to that music. Okay. I'm pretty sure some people buy those albums, though. What do you guys think about Lara Trump singing? She's amazing! You cannot believe these things and not be insane. Fedgedeath, thank you for the $10. We put lead in the gasoline, decades as an anti-knocking agent. Do you think the lead just disappeared when we stopped instead of causing brain damage in the population? MAGA equals brain damage. You know, Fan, you're talking about science? Science?
I love the poorly educated.
I mean, come on, man.
Now, all I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus.
States. Never liked him, never liked his music or his radical left politics. And importantly, he's not a talented guy, just a pushy, obnoxious jerk who fervently supported crooked Joe Biden, a mentally incompetent fool, and our worst ever president who came close to destroying our country. If I wasn't elected, it would have been gone by now. Sleepy Joe didn't have a clue as to what he was doing, but Springsteen is, quote, dumb as a rock and couldn't see what was going on, or could he? Which is even worse.
See, I think Trump's dictating this message. Look at all the grammar. No fucking way Donald Trump wrote this out with his fat orange fingers, okay? 100% this was dictated, and he was like, I need you to capitalize some words. And they're like, okay, calm down. We will capitalize some words, Donald. There's like, if you pull up a tweet from like 3 years ago when people were like, it's fine, just let him have his own phone. It looks nothing like this. Look, there's even things in brackets, right? Come on. No.
Dried out.
He dictated this. He sat there and ranted while Carolyn Levitt sat there with no top on, typing this out on Donald Trump's personal computer on his new $400 million plane from Qatar.
Prune of a rocker. His skin is all atrophied. Ought to keep his mouth shut until he gets back into the country. That's just standard fare. Then we'll see how it goes for him.
Hold on. Is he threatening to keep Bruce Springsteen out of the country? What is wrong with this dude? Jesus Christ.
So the situation here is you have a collision of a criminal that has a mental decline. He's a malignant narcissist, has unmitigated access to social media accounts, watches TV on Air Force One when he should be solving many crises hitting the United States of America right now. He's freebasing Fox News, tweeting about two people who have made huge investments into the American economy. One, Taylor Swift, the other.
Yeah, Alan, Jen X George. It's got to be a threat, right? That's a fucking threat.
Bruce Springsteen. And to say Bruce Springsteen doesn't have talent is laughable. He wrote a song, Born in the USA, which I would think MAGA would want to dry hump flags to with Trump. And I do think that maybe he's even attempted to play that before. And I'm sure Springsteen's camp shut it down. But international viewers, send rescue. I mean, this is what the President of the United States is doing on a Friday.
He is a juvenile titty baby.
Nice.
Here's the thing. He's mad at Bruce Springsteen because Bruce Springsteen made comments about how free speech is under attack in the United States. And then he goes on to threaten him in his Truth Social about what happens when he gets back. And he has some nerve. He's calling Elon Musk fat. He's saying that Bruce Springsteen is a prune. I mean, he has some fucking nerve or magic mirror at his house. The lack of self-awareness. You know, I used to be offended that he tweeted U.S. policy on social media. Now I've come to expect it. He is the grossest of the gross. This is an embarrassment to humanity at large.
I still like, I get a crazy person by himself or herself. The millions of Americans that still support him or see that he tweets something like that, something so petty about Bruce Springsteen, who is well within his constitutional right to say,
I love the poorly educated.
I don't like the president. And that's what's different about America. You get to say, I don't like America. I don't like the president of the United States. I don't like this. I don't like that.
You get to say,
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the
Kamala
pets.
laughing in the background just kicks my
other
ass.
side can
It's
say
so
you're not
amazing.
a patriot, and they get to say that too. But let's remember, this is on the foothills of his I want to be an ally to Al Qaeda circle jerk tour. Sharia law actually works better for me than the Constitution. He's been over there parading around with a bunch of funders of terrorism, which
100%.
normally Republicans would lose their mind about, and they're all chips in on it because you know what? He's growing the groups of people that are now corrupt and enriching themselves, and they're going to continue to enrich themselves
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
so much that it's going to be even more difficult to take them down. And I want to ask every MAGA triple Trumper, is this what you want? Sharia law? Is this what you want? You want to be allies with people who fund Hamas? You want to be allies with a guy that dismembered a journalist alive?
Yes.
And then turned him into acid and poured him down the
Yeah,
drain?
that's exactly what he wants.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
He wrote an article critiquing your government. That's who Trump's best friends with, and he's going to make sure American taxpayers protect them.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's just abhorrent. But moving along, speaking of failures, abject failures of that, one of my favorite people to browbeat is Moses Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, and he is completely face planted. Midas Touch is reporting the following. Big, beautiful bust. Chaos for Trump and the GOP. The House Budget Committee blocks the GOP tax and spending.
Dude, if you want to know how crazy it is that happened, the House Budget Committee, as far as like passing bills, it's just like tradition. Like almost never do you have to worry about the House Budget Committee saying no thank you. Like generally they're like, you know what, it's all good. It's good enough. We'll let it go to the House floor. We'll see what happens there. If they don't like it, we'll fix that shit. Nope. The House Budget Committee blocked it. That is amazing.
Spending bill from advancing in a 16 to 21 vote. Republicans Clyde,
Yes, I
Roy,
love these ladies.
Brecken, Norman, and Smucker voted no. An embarrassing.
You know what's really up, Doc Mac? You want to know what really is up?
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
Setback for Johnson and Trump from their own party. Number one, my takeaway from this is MAGA can't govern. They don't know how to govern. That's why you see so many executive orders because he will not take it through Congress. Then when he tries to take this shit through Congress, they can't get it passed. And just a personal grievance of mine.
They can't get it up.
Moses Mike Johnson, big Jesus guy, big pro-life guy, in the bill that he tried to pass, a big fiscal conservative guy, would increase the budget to $5 trillion. So obviously not fiscal Republicans at all. Mind you, I would think that would have decreased because if we follow their logic, Musk went and cut all of this.
No. That's not what happened actually at all. This is how bad it is.
I love the poorly educated.
To be a Trump supporter. The whole point of Doge was that they were going to cut so much government waste, fraud, and abuse that you're going to be able to give all this money to Americans. You're going to get rid of the income tax. The tariffs are going to bring in all the money and it's going to bring back all the jobs. Oh, wait, you need to raise the debt ceiling by $5 trillion? And that just happens to be the same amount of money that this big, beautiful budget bill's going to cost? Wait, what about the Doge cuts? They did a great job. They did a great job.
I love the poorly educated.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Extraneous spending in the budget. No, we need to spend more. We need to increase the debt ceiling. Furthermore, this big Christian, Moses Mike Johnson, wants to take away health care from poor Americans.
This is what I think about Moses Mike Johnson.
No, he's a sex offender with a record. When he moved to Hollywood, he had to go door to door to tell everyone he was a pederass.
It is hard enough when you have good insurance to be able to get all of the care you need, but not for him. The cruelty is the point, and they want to go further.
Exactly.
They want to make sure that it's very, very, very difficult to be sick and poor in the United States, and that your only destiny from the pro-life MAGA charlatan Christians like Moses Mike is death.
Absolutely. And he is a man that stands up and lies on a regular basis. Oh, we're not going to cut Medicaid. Oh, we're not going to do this. He does it every time. He is a liar. And then he stands up with his Bible and says, well, you know, Jesus told me I was Moses. I'm so great. You're a fucking liar is what you are. You are.
There you go. See, this is the kind of stuff like, look, I like David Pakman. I like Brian Tyler Cohen. I like all of these guys. I love Adam Mockler, right? But this is how this shit needs to be disseminated to people. It needs to be told to people with this fucking language. This is bullshit. These people suck. They're fucking things up. And we're getting the short end of the stick. I love all those other guys I was just talking about. They do a great job. They do. But to be honest, they're still kind of riding this like etiquette-based, polite... What was there watching that Pac-Man video the other day, and he was like, you know, like, I'm going to do my best to be as nice as possible about what's going on with Trump and how things are affecting him and his mental health. And generally when I say that, it's usually followed by me making fun of Donald Trump really, really bad. But he didn't. He legit tried to be really nice about it. And I get it. Like, obviously that's appealing to certain people, but it's not what the fuck I want to hear. I like what these ladies are doing. I like how they're saying, this shit is messed up. Nobody should be okay with it. This is fucking bad. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Kiss ass for nothing but your own good. And here's the thing. The comment that you started with resonates with me so much.
Got it.
The Republicans and MAGA are better being victims. They're better at not being in power because they are so corrupt and they are so evil and have so little plan outside of being a victim. They can't get shit done.
No, they cannot govern. All right, speaking of victims, you teed that up perfectly, Pumps. Put this up. So... Gorklon Rust, also known as Elon Musk, tweeted the following.
God, he's such a child.
It's like legalized comedy.
He's such a
South Africa has
child.
now passed 142 laws forcing discrimination
What up,
against
Nina?
anyone who is not black. Even though I was born in South Africa, the government will not grant Starlink a license to
my
operate simply
African-American
because
over here.
I am
Look
not
at him.
black. This is a shameful disgrace to the
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black.
legacy of the great Nelson Mandela, who sought to have all races treated equally in South Africa. Evan Loves War responded to this tweet and said, Elon saying Nelson Mandela would have wanted Elon to be even richer and would be against the laws that Mandela personally helped create is a weird combination of racism and narcissism that may be the first thing Elon actually invented. A combination of racism and narcissism. So a few things here. Number one, people don't want Starlink or Teslas because you're a toxic Nazi.
Right.
I don't know how he can't get that through his head. The thing with Musk and Trump is they're so empty that everybody could have Starlink. Everybody could love Trump. Everybody could wear Make America Great Again hats. Everybody could drive Teslas, and they would just invent something new to try to fill up the void inside them. These are incredibly
100%.
broken,
It's narcissism.
not
Yep.
the biggest thinkers of people. All they think about are
What up,
themselves.
Naughty Nana?
And the one thing Elon Musk said in here that I wish Democrats would use to attack him more is, even though I was born in South Africa.
Right.
It's like
Because
legalized
per the
comedy.
MAGA rules or, their belief system, they're now going after birthright citizenship, which would basically deport Marco Rubio, which I'm for birthright citizenship,
I love the poorly educated.
obviously. But it's all of this short-sighted
Deport
policy.
Marco Rubio.
And Elon Musk wanting everybody to have Starlink is why he paid the $290 million to go in to
love
the United
Tesla.
States government, dismantle it, stop investigations, and then enrich himself. It's the
Mama
reason
Brooke,
that he
thanks
is
for being
having
here.
Trump be so heavy-handed on South African refugees. And again, Trump started all of this with an isolationist policy. That's what he really ran on Trump 2.0 in this last cycle. Since he's come into office, it really hasn't been that. He wants to isolate us from our allies that are our partners in democracy and world order, and he wants to collude with dictators and supporters and funders of terrorism and countries that have Sharia law built into their government.
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
I think he is jealous and he admires and he wants the hold that MBS has over Saudi Arabia, the hold that the president of Syria has over Syrians, Russia, Kim Jong-un. He wants that and he doesn't have that right now. And that's why he's doing this. He fancies himself a dictator. It's fascism 101. And Elon Musk, you are the absolute perfect version of the reason that nobody likes you and nobody wants to use your product is because you are an inferior human with an inferior product who is a fucking Nazi.
Nice.
Yeah, you effin' with some wet-ass P-word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass P-word. P-word. P-word is female genitalia.
It's like, these are the people. Like, these are the people, man. God, these ladies would dominate Elon Musk or Ben Shapiro. Holy Jesus. I am so in love.
It completely is. Have you seen this where Trump is now putting up banners on government buildings with his mugshot portrait? And, you know, this is just, it's totally insane. No president has ever done that kind of thing. Usually this happens after you die, that then maybe a monument or something goes up. I promise you, bookmark this right here, right now. He'll be on a dollar bill, a $5 bill, a $100 bill. That's coming. Okay. And lastly, while Trump is, taking hits off of Fox News and then coming up with these, tweets where he's fighting with American musicians, which is sophomoric and ridiculous. Real problems are unfolding. So at the Newark airport, everybody has probably read that they have no air traffic controllers there, and many planes have been grounded. It's been an absolute shit show. The air traffic controllers that remain, God love them, are like, don't fly into Newark. We were supposed to have 20 on staff, and we have 3. All of this is because of Elon Musk. Right. All of this is his personal vendetta against the FAA because he wants to blast his rockets whenever, however, and if it hits a commercial jet plane, they don't give a shit about that. So now Newark is getting hit with something new, and this involves dipshit RFK Jr. Put up this headline. New Jersey health officials are warning passengers who traveled through Newark Airport on Monday about a possible measles exposure.
Oh my God!
So in between your way to Newark, and you're thinking,
oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, you're lucky if you get there without dying. And then if you get there without dying, there's always the possibility of probably getting measles. Just get you guys some measles, guys. It's fucking damned if you do and damned if you don't.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh my God.
I hope that we have air traffic controllers so that I can, land or my loved one can land and I can take off. You've also got people with measles running around because these triple Trumpers hate science. They don't like air safety. They don't like freedom. They don't like free speech. They very much value corruption as evidence.
Captain Spock, there's just as much of a chance of that as anything else that we've talked about so far. A MAGA numbnuts bombed a fertility clinic thinking it was a Planned Parenthood. Is that the story? I would like to sit here and be like, no, that's probably not what it is, but to be fucking honest with you, you're probably right. That is probably exactly what happened.
I love the poorly educated.
Evidenced by their triple Trump vote, and then what he has done since then. And here's what I have to say, and here's what I call on right here, right now. American Airlines, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, and Southwest Airlines CEOs. You are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. You're public companies. When you fail, the government has bailed you out. United States taxpayers have bailed you out. The Trump administration is actively dicking you over. Ticket sales, travel is on the decline. International travel to the United States is all but in a free fall. And now we got measles running out in the airports.
Yeah, and they just take it. Who was it the other night that was like, shouldn't the corporations be mad about this? It's like, everybody should be mad about this. There's nothing about this that's good for anybody but Trump and his fucking little circle of buddies. Like, this is like the biggest con show that you've ever seen from a guy who's legit losing his fucking mind.
Now, all I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets.
Legit losing his fucking mind, running around getting bribed by other world leaders. There's a video of Trump talking about the groceries thing. The groceries is a great word. You know, not a lot of people know this. It's an old time word. It means a lot of things in bags. And the fucking guy, the Saudi Arabian guy, is literally like pinching the bridge of his nose as he's talking to these reporters. Just like, fuck. Everybody is just okay with all of this shit going. And what I think is happening, is that many people think we've just got to get through this. We've just got to get through the 4 years of this shit. And, you know, if we can make it through the 4 years, fucking somebody else is in there. Trump's gone. Thank God it's over. We never have to do this again. That's what I think these big corporations are thinking. But we've talked about this before. They're the only ones with any real, actual voice in our government. They're the only people that actually can make change at the level that it would take for us to not fucking burn halfway to the ground before those 4 years are up. I think it was the Walmart lady. The Walmart lady came out and said, you know, hey, I'm not going to stand for this shit. I'm going to put out this gigantic ad. Donald Trump's ideas with tariffs are fucking dumb. He's dumb. His government's dumb. And I was like, thank you. I've never thought that I ever would look at the person that owns Walmart and be like, holy shit, you said what I was thinking. You actually stood up to Donald Trump. But she did. Jesus Christ. Like, if there's ever anything that you can fucking depend on when it comes to corporations, it's self-preservation. And yet so many of these people now are just like, we just got to make it through the 4 years. That's the only thing I can think. That's the only thing I can think.
Maybe grow a spine like the CEO of Ben & Jerry's did. Mm-hmm. Maybe grow a spine, and the five of you, or however many American-owned airlines are, maybe the five of you demand to go sit in Congress and get every cowardice Republican congressman, congresswoman, and senator in there and read them for filth. Read them. This is unacceptable. We are the United States of America bending the knee to a fucking moron and his idiotic South African best friend. It's stupid. It's dangerous. And I've had it. The end. All right. Pumps is giggling too hard to close us out. So subscribe to our channel and we'll see you later.
That's amazing. Fuck that shit. Like, don't be like, you don't give her the cutoff, nothing like that. Like, let her fucking cook, man. We need more people like this. Instead, we got this dumb shit.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
Yeah. It's a fuck we have. That's what we have in fucking the office right now. Let that woman preach. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And check out that video on the screen now.